Okay, this is my first time watching this conversation that's trending on social media. I know it's a little late, but I didn't want to watch it without my son so that I could give my reaction in real time. So now he has a little time, and the two of us are going to sit down, and I'm going to react to this table talk. So let's go.
Red table for me, just all the stuff that's going on in the press. I felt like it was important to come to the table to really clear the air. Somebody made a statement for me that wasn't a statement I made, that went cray-cray.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything.
Yes.
We were purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
Right.
So coming to the table was like, we just felt like it got to the point where you gotta say something.
Yeah, and to stop that cycle.
Yeah.
You know, there's people's feelings involved.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the day, I don't like how all of this came to be. That doesn't matter. It's all love. Honestly. And I would usually not, you know, that would be something I wouldn't comment on at all.
I don't know. Let's see.
And I feel like
he's looking like he's waiting for the shoe to drop.
Considered private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. Yeah. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
But, you know, I feel like it's healing that needs to happen.
Does he know about this?
Oh, yeah, you know.
Oh, he already knows.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's see.
I do feel like it's these kinds of things that create the world that we're in. And the idea of not communicating, not talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent. Just being transparent.
And I'm here with you.
I thank you for that, because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with. This is a very personal journey.
Yeah.
That became very public.
Yes, absolutely.
For whatever reason.
So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with.
Yes, that's
I guess about
seething.
4.5 years ago. Started I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with he just needed some help. Me wanting to help his health, his mental state.
Yes.
Because for me, that was the thing when Aug first came around, he was really sick.
He was really sick. Yeah.
And the outpouring for him from our family was initially about
family friend.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through.
I know when she said resources, I saw his face.
And we decided.
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we broke up.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
Yeah, no, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
You know, I think
we was on a break.
From there,
but he agreed that they was on a break.
I got into a different.
Because that's gonna cover him for his later bullshit that comes up.
August. One thing I want to get
Perhaps.
clear about and clean up. One of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving.
I'm getting that feeling.
Which is, you know, the only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what
apparently
trying to communicate, because I could actually see
he's
how
cockled.
he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably, and I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker. when she's not.
I think so. I mean, because this is your red table, and you like brought yourself to the red table. I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with...
Entanglement.
That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain, and I was very broken. In the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself. And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that that wasn't possible.
So we so
clean up.
I'm in the Jada position right now, so you know.
That's a cleanup.
During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that need help, whether it's your health or whether it's
she's
your
justifying her
There's something about
infidelity,
that childhood trauma that feels as though it can be fixed through fixing people versus fixing me.
Yeah.
right?
And I think that that whole process with all really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference.
Right.
But now I got to be with you at the press conference.
Right.
Like tell the world
That you had an affair. Right.
Like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, you know, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way. But
That
I
is
shouldn't
exactly
look
how
at
it
as a
feels.
transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional.
But he's the person that would be able to know it's a
insecurity,
transgression
and
because
I
it's a
was
transgression
really
against
able
him.
to do some really deep healing.
She's trying to clean it up.
You know, and as I came
Like,
through
because they
and
was
started
on a
to
break,
realize
but they were
certain
still
things
married.
About you and I, he decided to break all communication with me, which was totally understandable. And I let that be, and hadn't talked to him since. So it is a little weird that all this stuff is.
For me, this was years ago, right? You know, so the fact that it's coming up now, and I think it could feel weird for people that we're laughing and talking about it, but
it happened so long ago.
You know, and our experiences of working through it, fighting through it, talking through it, and therapizing through it. I think that the why now is weird.
Yeah, when I say it's been a huge healing, and just what I had to confront and discover, you know, about myself.
But this is about it coming out in public.
And the beauty.
It's different when it's between the two of you.
That I felt like
but this is now
really ready to be discussed.
Him.
It hadn't been that
this is him right now.
Healing because.
And she's taking that part of it away.
You know, Og and I haven't talked in.
Especially with all this.
Yeah, she's making this about her.
So I don't
like
know,
she always does.
This
the Snoop Dogg shit. When she was like, when you were talking to Kim,
I'm grateful
I
for
feel
the
like
journey that
you
you
were
and I
also
have had
talking
together.
to me.
Because I feel like there are a lot of couples that go through those periods, and a lot of couples that have to separate and think it's over, and you know. The one thing I'll say about
I don't know.
is that there's
That's
never
deep.
Been secrets.
Right. We came together.
It's good that you don't have secrets between the two of you, but now this is public, and he has to work through that because he still got to face his people.
Make mistakes.
Like all of his boys that he never mentioned this to.
Is so critical.
Yeah.
And why did this dude bring it up?
Any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that
True.
one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place
Yes.
of
Right.
unconditional love.
Because I
Absolutely.
wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah. Like, the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
Yes.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's
No.
just certain things that you have to go through, and it's like,
And I wish,
Yeah, wait till the kids grow up.
you know,
The kids are grown.
I wish that wasn't the case.
No, I don't think the daughter
That
is.
wasn't the
hey, I
case.
sure wish it could be all magic and miracles.
Yeah. You got to go through some to get the answers. You know, and I'm just happy. Because I
His face was like, yeah, let me think of what my new answer is now. Because now my answer's going to be adjusted.
Yeah, there's a real power in the just knowing somebody's riding with you no matter what. And you really
My
can't
my
know
attorney.
Until you go through
that.
My attorney
You know,
is
I don't
riding
wanna
with
go
me.
through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah,
Ever.
I'm gonna get you back first, and then
You gonna get me back? I think you got me back. I think you. I think we're good on that. Okay.
Okay, all right, let's leave that alone.
that's probably true.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, let's
but,
let that alone. But he still got to get back
getting
on it.
everybody's back.
No, for me.
He's going to get back.
I'll give you that petty. That's what you want.
He's going to be petty about this because it came out. His shit wasn't out. His people knew to keep their mouths quiet.
That's just part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you expect to be with somebody
Ooh,
for a
poor
lifetime,
baby.
25 years and counting.
Oh, he's seething.
ride together,
We
you
died
die
together.
together.
Oh, Lord.
Bad marriage for life.
Okay. That's it.
I feel your pain.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear
That's
it.
terrible.
It's the truth.
It's the
Zoom
truth.
in.
Bad marriage for life.
It's,
They agreeing to
It's
disagree.
just part of the journey.
I told you the
Ding.
first year we're married
What'd you tell me?
that I can love you through anything.
And
Yes.
I can believe you.
Yeah.
If somebody looked through a crystal ball and said this, and this is gonna happen, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah. You thought I was that I didn't have the girth that it was going to take to ride with
I
you through.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't know if you would be willing.
She's
to
the masculine
find the
energy in this
capacity to
relationship.
love me.
Most definitely.
You're doing great.
All right.
She thinks she's Cleopatra.
Yeah.
She thinks she's Cleopatra.
She's Cleopatra.
Well, he does too, apparently.
Nah.
You said nah? Not no more? He just laying in wait.
Wait. Plotting right now.
He's strategizing. Well, okay, honey, thanks. I guess we can turn this off. Okay, so you feel that he's strategizing? Why do you feel that?
Because that was passive answers he was giving.
Maybe he's ascended. He's ascended. Maybe he's awakened.
Any other man, I think, would have just lost their shit.
But he's spiritual, apparently.
Yeah, when the cameras are right there.
No,
you gotta be spiritual
he's
with the
been
cameras.
apparently he's been spiritual about this,
And at one point, he was done with her. You know.
but not done enough. He stayed.
For
He loves her.
He loved the kids.
Oh, those kids would have been fine. They could have lived in the same
would've
house
been
on two
fine.
different wings of the house.
Have you seen have they been dressing lately?
Yeah, so I'm saying they would have been. They still would have been who they are, whether he was married, you know,
Tell
whether
me
they were
why-
divorced or
tell
not.
me why, the boy,
It was only 4 years
his
ago.
hair is this color now.
He can do that. People do that. Girls do it.
Yeah. But
So
like,
he's just
what
that's
happened
his
in the
thing.
house? What happened?
Jada happened in that house.
Yeah,
That's what.
that's my point.
Jada she's androgynous herself. If you watch her on A Different World, you know, back in the day when she was young, you could tell she's got that real tomboy energy.
I know about
Energy.
Yeah, she was also in a band at one point.
And her and Tupac Shakur were best of buddies. That was her pal, whatever that meant. You know, you got to be a certain type of chick to hang out with Tupac like that.
Jada's just trying to do things.
Jada
That's why-
is a very ambitious woman.
That's why this Red talk is happening. This red table talk.
Hey, she's a take charge kind of woman. She is in her masculine energy. She will stand up for Will when Will don't stand up for himself. You can remember she wanted to boycott everybody to boycott the Oscars because they didn't nominate him for an Oscar one year for some really good movie that he made, and she was deep on that. And I think that's when she started with this table talk. You know, she started getting the idea because she's trying to make sure that she and Will leave generational wealth that they created through themselves and through their children, and I'm sure that they're great.
I will not deny that, but that was some sloppy stuff whatever happened with that dude.
Well, it sounds like they took a person into their home to give him some help because he was going through something really bad, and
somebody took a mile.
Ding. Well, hey, if they were going through something and he's in their house and he's seeing all of this, and Will takes his shit to stay at the Howard Johnson somewhere, he's in the house consoling her, right? Stuff happens.
Word,
Consoling. And stuff happens. I mean, you know, I don't know what he looks like. I don't think he's a bad looking fella.
I've seen him.
Is he good looking?
No.
Well, Aaron,
I
mean,
in my opinion.
well, guys don't give good opinions about other guys.
We know we can. We can. But, you know, this guy just, you don't know what Jay was thinking, but
there's a spiritual thing going on.
There are pictures of what he used to look like in like selfies with her.
Mm-hmm.
But now these days.
Oh, they were posting on Instagram?
Oh yeah, she was. They were sloppy.
Oh, but it was just like friends.
No.
It didn't come out that it was an affair until recently.
No, I mean.
They played it off as friends. Will was the only one that knew it was something more. Huh? I don't know.
Hold up.
And who is this person? Where did he come from? What does he do? He can't do what Will does.
You have an episode on What is Love.
Absolutely.
Okay.
One thing.
So this is the girl from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Angela.
You have an episode on What is Love.
Absolutely.
And one thing that people ask, like, who is August linked to romantically? Because you're never very open about that. Like, we've seen you, you know, out on dates, and we've assumed
It's like
certain
Jordan.
things. And I remember you put out the song Manuel, and a lot of people were saying, okay,
Let's
you
pump it
know,
down
August
here.
is dating Jada Pinkett Smith, and that was something that was circulating as a rumor, and that kind of solidified it to people. So, what was the real situation with Jada Pinkett Smith? Because I don't know if you were pursuing her or you guys had just a close family type of relationship, and I would love for you to be able to share that.
Here's what I'll say.
Oh, this is where the curse started.
People can have whatever ideas that they like, but what I'm not okay with is my character, you know, being in question. When certain things are questionable that I know is not me, or that I know that I haven't done, you know, contrary to what some people may believe, I'm not a troublemaker. You know, I don't like drama. Drama actually makes me nauseous. You know what I'm saying? And I also don't think that it's ever important for people to know what I do, who I sleep with, who I date, right? But in this instance, it's very different because, as I said, there's so many people that are side-eyeing me, looking at me questionable about it. I mean,
I'm questioning you now.
I've lost money, friendships, relationships behind it.
I'm ready to pull out the
I think
cards
it's
on his ass
because
right this
people don't
moment.
necessarily know the truth, but I've never done anything wrong.
I think I'm gonna read this whole situation
Literally, like my family. I don't have a bad
because I love
thing
Will.
to say about them. They are beautiful people. You know, when something starts affecting my life,
But these things go on now. This is the Cancer retrograde, and you know, Cancer eclipses. All of this retrograde, all of this that's going on. There's a time for this type of stuff to come to the surface. Secrets being revealed, things like that. So yes,
express
this
my
is
truth.
the
I
energy.
actually sat
This is the
down
collective energy.
with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it not involving romanticism.
I
He
am
gave me his blessing.
the big
Oh,
one.
I'm hearing what he's saying though. That he thought that their marriage had moved into a life partnership where they weren't sexual with each other anymore.
And I
That's the impression he
truly
had.
And really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to someone.
Wow, he was in love.
And I really love the person. I experienced that.
I'm telling you, Jada is Cleopatra, like you said. She did that.
Blessed. And this conversation is different.
Aaron said he needs medicine.
That it would be hard for people
He fell in love.
understand, but
She's got the power, apparently.
I have to speak up about my truth and stand on my 10 with anything that may.
All right, he's standing up
Is
for
it disappointing that
his.
she never adjusted to you? Because, like you said, you lost out on opportunities. And if there's no...
I really can't even. I never even can get into the thought of that because I'm only responsible for myself, right? I'm only responsible for, what I do. When I'm repressing and suppressing things and it starts to affect me, I have to address it. I just always stay silent because I never want to be the person to cause confusion. Because I love these people. I really genuinely do. And I have literally never been in love in that kind of a way.
Wow.
So much so that being intertwined in that way, walking away from it, butchered me. Like I'm shaking right now because it almost killed me. Not almost. It did. It pushed me into being another person, my newest self. It broke me down. It was a part of me being paralyzed, trying to pull myself apart from it. It probably will be the hardest thing that I've ever experienced in this time. And
Okay, so that was a karmic relationship for him.
Again, I never want to be the person to cause any confusion.
Yes.
Or step on toes.
You want to be honest.
But I want to honor myself and I want to honor my authenticity. And if honoring authenticity means you hate me, stone me, shoot me,
Yes.
crucify me, whatever,
Yes.
bury me honestly.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm feeling
He
this.
needs medicine.
He needs a hug.
He needs a hug.
He needs a hug. Turn that off. Turn off Joe
Like
button.
a therapist.
He needs a therapist. He needs a hug. But he went through a spiritual awakening. That was a karmic experience that he had with Jada. And that is Jada's job. That's what she does. That's what she's here for. She's mischief.
Okay,
She's mischief.
I'm not gonna
I'm just talking on a spiritual plane.
justify cheating on a spiritual.
No. I'm not justifying it either at all. I'm feeling bad for this boy, and I'm feeling bad for Will, mostly. But as I heard what he said, I felt it, and I know what he's talking about. I've had those feelings, so I know what he feels. You know, when you genuinely love someone, and you genuinely believe that they're telling you that there is nothing with their other partner and it's over, and you can see that. He fell in love, but he didn't understand that relationship that they had. Like he said, he thought their marriage turned from a marriage to a life partnership, meaning, okay, just like they said, we're going to stay in this bad marriage, forever. So if he's around and all of this is what's the negotiations that he's hearing going back and forth and all of this other stuff, because apparently he's all in there Kool-Aid, and then they're dating and they're taking Instagram and the whole line, why wouldn't he fall in love with her? Because some people don't understand that open type of relationship, because Jada and Will hadn't really figured it out themselves.
I've never heard of one open relationship that's actually worked.
I don't know. People have.
It happens.
They have them.
It's never long term.
No, it depends on if it depends. I mean, in different cultures, they have them. We have them in Yoruba.
Okay,
if you're down with that,
polygamous.
polygamous.
All right, so about in America where we live.
Yes, in Brooklyn.
Open relationship does not work. It just does not work.
It works if people know how to work it, but
If you don't throw, like religion.
if it's not a spiritual
Then
thing.
then it's gonna be like, all right, that's a business thing. And at the end of the day, that's more of like financial wealth type of thing. Open relationship, like, oh, you think like, oh, I'm gonna be like, no, fuck you. That's not how it works.
Yes, I agree. Yes, but I hear you, and I feel like that too. I would never have done that, and I've been approached by, like people who like they have wives and their wives are right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is how they live. I don't know what's going on. I ain't keeping up with them because I ain't trying to be around that energy at all. But I have been in situations where I was with my, with Uncle Steven, my Babalao, and the other Babalaos were like, what's on, and he was like, no, she ain't with it, don't even,
There are spouses and there's people that help you with the taxes.
You know what, Aaron? I'm talking about women and like a man who's living in a home with 3 wives. I've seen that. I've been to their homes. Word.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
And they're married to this man. They take turns sleeping with him.
Bills are paid squeaky clean.
Bills are probably, yes, I'm sure they are, I mean, why not? But then again, what if the women don't work?
Where did they come from?
I don't know.
What was their background? Where did they come from?
One of them was Iyanla Van Zant's sister. Iyanla Van Zant's sister. That's where I'm going to lead at. She was the number 1 wife.
Okay.
And she had sister wives. And I went to their house in Brooklyn. I seen this for myself. They old. They might all be dead by now because it's been almost, 20 years, I'm sure. But yeah.
So does that mean they came from wealth?
No, they came from Brooklyn.
Okay.
These are people. They trying to live.
All right, so there's really good friends.
Really good friends who decided to cohabit. They roommating, okay, with paperwork. They had a ceremony, so everybody's cool. But one wife is the legal USA wife, if she got any sense.
Yes,
Our add-ons, right? Extensions. They're extensions. In addition to, but that's been going on for centuries. Isn't that what we have all through the Bible, right? So it's not nothing new, Aaron. It's an open relationship.
We know what we say about those people.
Yes.
We go by the Bible and do stuff like that. There's certain demographics.
But there's what's the difference between that and a pimp and his harem?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Same shit, right?
Yeah.
Same shit.
It is the same shit.
It is the same shit.
Just,
It's the same shit. With less beatings and you ain't got to do all,
Like the bullshit answers that they give. Like entanglement.
Entanglement.
all the politically correct answers I was hearing through.
Well, what did you want her to say? I had an adulterous affair. She knows his lawyers are listening. She knows his lawyers are listening. She ain't stupid.
I messed up.
I had an entanglement.
No, I didn't have entanglement. I straight up took a sip.
under my wing.
My Cleopatra self was like, oh my God.
He needed to be healed. She's a high priestess, of course.
That's what some women love to do. Oh, he's broken.
He's broken. And that's what she admitted to it. She admitted
But
it.
that was the longest answer ever. Just
Because she got kids too.
You and I were going through shit.
She got children. She has a mother.
You were home. You were out there making shitty movies on Netflix that nobody liked. So I need to feel good.
Stupid.
You didn't have the girth.
Oh my God. I doubt that highly of Will. Will is the man. Don't talk bad about Will. Don't talk about my Will.
It hit his ego.
Yes, it did. It would crush any man's ego, Aaron, because not only do you know it, but now everybody knows it, and you stayed.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
So all that politically correct BS,
Entanglement was a good word. It was a good word.
It was a great word. You know what that means, though? You know what that means? You know how many freaking thoughts out there now going to be like...
Oh, entanglement is not a word. That's a word.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's urban. Yeah, they're going to put that as a
I'm fighting
it's going to be a status on Facebook now, entanglement.
I'm fighting your entangled man because he comes through early one day off of work. But no, I'm not handling no entangled bull crap.
Entanglement. That was just an entanglement.
Andre,
You're still not saying that there was any intercourse involved,
No.
but there were maybe some inappropriate. There was an emotional affair. An emotional affair. I guess entanglement is a little further on than an emotional affair. Yeah, it's a little further down the road. Listen, I'm not even going with y'all with that. These are grown people. These are adults. They have been through some things. They have been through marriage. They have been through years together. And he's just, he's affected as anyone's ego would be. Just like he said, he feels like he's standing next to the governor that's saying, I was really gay all these years, and your wife is standing there, trying to hold you up, when really she just wants to just crawl into a small little hole and not be seen again. So now he's out on Front Street, so he knows how those people have felt,
Will's gonna go back to his other girls and be like, see, this is what I'm telling you.
And they are watching this going, yup, that's all right, baby. Don't worry about that. We got some get back for her, baby. As soon as you get over here. Yeah, I know. All right, the thoughts are saying that, maybe. But Will has another. He got a plan B. I gotta see what Will's sign is. I gotta look him up because he's gonna strike when he strikes. And I'm telling you, that interview, that table talk, if he gets a good lawyer, he's good. We'll walk away with whatever we came with and split everything else in half. I think this boy is over 18, but I don't think the girl is yet. She might be 16 or 17. But it doesn't matter. They have their own brands even. They're good.
Oh, okay, he's 22.
He's 22, okay. And is she 18? I think they still live at home though. He's a rapper. Not bad.
She's 19.
She's 19. Oh, okay. So Will's good. Could have been all he was waiting on.
Stick it out, Willow. Stick it out. Stick it out. Take the bullets. Don't even acknowledge them as their parents. Scroll right past them.
No, Willow's cool with all of this. She knew all of this already. Those kids knew all this. The only people that didn't know was us because nobody put it out there. But this boy spilled his guts, and the interview is what started this. August is hurt. He went through a night of the dark night of the soul and the whole 9 yards. Yes. And how old is Jada?
Jada is
Twice his age, I'm sure. They've been married 20.
She's 48.
What did I say? All right, maybe not twice, but on her way up there. She's 48. He's 27.
She needs to stop it.
She did.
Well, no. She said that he did. He stopped talking to her altogether. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere.
Yeah, he stopped talking to her when she made it known that this is not what we're doing here, bro. I got a husband. This was just a break. Me and Will is good. And yes, he fell in love. He said that. Not stupid. People get divorced all the time. Why wouldn't he believe her?
Because that's Will Smith, dude. That's Jada Pinkett Smith. That's way out of your league.
You don't know what league he's in.
He's looking pretty crazy.
Yeah, but maybe, he knew what he was putting down, because she said she had never felt that. She just wanted to feel good, and she hadn't felt good in years. And when she said that was a diss to the Will. That was a dill. She used him.
That's what really feel good means. So, like, I don't
No. She felt she was healing someone and he might have had great sex.
Nope.
Because she said that she hadn't felt good in a long
Will
time.
wasn't getting
She
the
was
job done.
right, that's what happened. Will wasn't getting the job done and she wanted to get the job done.
Yep.
And she found a younger man who has more energy.
And turned out he's a nutcase. And
It's not that he's a nutcase. She made him a nutcase. She created the nutcase. Well, he was broken. She didn't help heal him like she wanted to, I guess. If she looks at this video, that I'm sure she had, but she can tell if she is really an empathic person that that boy wasn't healed. It was a lesson. And maybe that's what she is. Maybe she's a karmic. And it could be. She's a karmic lesson for many people, maybe. Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much, honey, for allowing me to, critique this and our live reactions.
Are you still recording?
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to stop now. So anything further that you'd like to say?
Hang in there, Will.
Hang in there, Will.
You too, Jaden. You too, Willow. Hang in there. It's crazy.
They'll be fine. They understand. They're fine. These kids are not your regular old silly ass kids. They know what's happening. Their parents are very open with them. There was not a secret here. The secret came out to the world. Will and her have already processed this 4 years ago. They're fine. Her mother might not have known all of this, her aunties and them may not have been up on all of this, but her children and her husband, and I'm sure they processed this before. Shut up. She ain't deleting nothing. Will is not deleting nothing. Will is fine. Will is fine. Will is fine. Will's going to find his comfort later this evening or this month.
Probably already did.
He's good. He's good. And his lawyers have already spoken to him and told him his options. He's fine. You might just have to wait another 1 or 2 years just to make sure Willow's finished college or whatever the fuck. And then bounce. Or stay. But get shit like, an understanding. Because if that's what it is, say it and then everybody going to go after Will. Let's just put it out there.
Will just needs to hang in there.
Will is fine. He'll be fine. He's a smart boy. He was famous before he came around Jada.
I'm almost sure he cried.
Of course he cried. He was probably crying right between takes. His eyes were red. Of course he was crying.
He go through this.
Okay. All right. He's a big boy, okay? And he ain't no angel.
Yeah.
He admitted.
Okay, but
No.
But they didn't come out and admit
They
it.
didn't come out.
They didn't come out and admit it. They stayed quiet.
Right.
Everybody stayed in the pocket.
Right.
As they say.
Well,
You don't have to.
maybe he wasn't putting it on them like this boy was putting it on Jada.
Something to talk about. Yeah, I get it.
Nothing to talk about.
Yeah,
Nothing to discuss.
In August, though, he apparently
Because Jada is
Cleopatra apparently.
the high priestess.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Cleopatra, whatever. A karmic. But she's been a karmic for a few folks.
She's Halle Berry.
Oh, no. She doesn't think she's Halle Berry. She's been able to stay in her marriage all these years. Halle Berry can't keep a marriage going more than 5-6 years. She's good. Halle Berry's got a whole different thing going on. Got nothing to do with Jada. Jada is very, 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 very sure of herself.
She wasn't sure that.
She was sure.
That was a bad call on that one.
No, it wasn't a bad
This
call.
was a bad
She was
call.
healing.
This was a bad call.
It was a bad call for them to maybe have that man in their
said
house.
healing.
It was part of their journey. There's no bad calls. It's part of their journey. It's all part of their journey. They've learned lessons. They admitted to that. This young man is having a spiritual awakening of his own, and hopefully he'll find someone out there who will help him heal that, but he has to heal it himself, and I see that he's working on that. And stop. So I'm gonna stop this now. Thank you so much, love. It was so insightful to have this conversation with you. I hope it recorded because it was great.
Said, like, you would give him a hug.
I would give him a hug.
Nah,
Shut up. I would give Will a hug and I would give him a
I
hug.
would not give that man a hug.
Would you give Jada a hug?
I don't give Jada a hug.
Yeah, why?
Because she's Jada.
Because she's Jada. Just like him. Shut up. Hypocrite. Bye, y'all.